Welcome to our real scary incident. A true cemetery story. This is not a story from a movie. It's not something taken from a book or a website. This is a real incident. And even today, the man who lived through it still doesn't have the answers. Devitt was a night security guard. Every night, he worked at a cemetery on the edge of town. His job was simple: patrol the grounds, keep the place secure, and stay alert until morning. Over the years, Devitt had gotten used to the cemetery. At first, the place terrified him. But after spending so many nights there, fear slowly turned into habit. Sometimes, during his rounds, he would notice small things that felt off. A grave that looked slightly disturbed. Soft noises coming from beneath the ground. The sound of something shifting where nothing should be moving. But Devitt always ignored it. He told himself it was the wind, or animals, or just his imagination playing tricks on him. After all, working in a cemetery every night changes how your mind reacts to silence. But the strange things never stopped. Night after night, the same unsettling signs kept repeating. Still, Devitt chose to ignore them, until one night changed everything. That night, Devitt was on duty as usual. He sat inside a small security area, resting on a folding chair, his flashlight lying nearby. The cemetery was completely silent. At some point during the night, without even realizing it, he fell asleep. Suddenly, Devitt woke up. His eyes snapped open. And in that moment, he realized something was terribly wrong. He was lying on the ground. His chair was no longer beneath him. It was overturned several feet away. Devitt felt pain in his body. His arms and legs felt unusually heavy, as if all his strength had been drained. For a few seconds, he couldn't even understand what had happened. With great effort, he pushed himself up from the ground. He picked up the chair, sat down again, and tried to steady his breathing. Then he pulled out his phone and checked the time. 3 a.m. His mind started racing. How did he fall? Who moved the chair? Why did his body feel like this? As he sat there trying to make sense of it all, a light breeze passed through the cemetery. But this breeze was different. With it came a smell. A strong, decaying odor, like old soil mixed with something rotten. The smell hit him suddenly. Devitt stood up immediately. He turned on his flashlight and scanned the area around him. Graves, trees, darkness in every direction. Nothing looked out of place. After a moment, he convinced himself it was just the smell of damp ground or decaying leaves. He stayed alert until morning, and somehow finished his shift. The next day, Devitt woke up with a high fever. His body ached. He felt completely exhausted. Because of his condition, he didn't go to work that night. Another security guard took his place. That evening, Devitt ate dinner and went to sleep early in his room. His room was located close to the cemetery. He was physically drained, but that night never left his memory. The next morning, Devitt was jolted awake by loud noises outside. Voices, shouting, unusual activity. He rushed out of his room. Outside the cemetery, a crowd had gathered. Police cars were parked nearby. An ambulance was standing at the entrance. Confused and uneasy, Devitt asked someone what had happened. The answer left him frozen. The guard who worked last night. He's dead. They say he was strangled. Devitt felt the ground slip beneath his feet. He moved closer. The body was lying there. It was the same guard who had taken his shift. Dead. A short while later, the body was placed inside the ambulance and taken away for an autopsy. That was the end of it. Devitt never returned to that job. He left the town and went back to his hometown. Today, Devitt lives a simple life. He sells vegetables and avoids talking about the cemetery. But deep inside, two questions still haunt him. What really happened to him at 3 a.m. that night? And who or what killed the other guard? To this day, Devitt has never found the answers. The end.